house on a moonlit night. Had something to do with a big old fight. He got the truck and went to town to find a bar and put a few down. Not by choice, but by chance, he found a girl to dance. Now it's a quarter to heaven, half past hell. He sat alone at the end of the bar. He listened to the steel guitar. And then along came the girl, the one who would change his whole world. They left in a hurry. The rest was kind of blurry. Not by choice, but by chance, he found a girl to dance. Now it's a quarter to heaven.
The most important thing, just remember, don't stare at the computer screen. Look at the camera. There we go. Hello, everybody. I am Golden Jay. You remember me, right? Let me start off by saying thank you for joining. We are celebrating the 20th anniversary of the album Shadows by the band Gunner. And let me tell you why. Well, if anybody who's ever been a Gunner fan, was ever with us at any given point, knows that we were huge Flicker Stick fans. And over the last year, over 2021, Flicker Stick has had a resurgence. Okay, their album is 20 years old, and I got to doing the digging, and I said, Gunner's album is 20 years old. We should have a resurgence of the Gunner album. So here we are. It is the Gunner album. We are here to celebrate, and I brought a couple friends with me. Let's start with, well, Brad Beatty, the drummer.
Hello.
Hello, Brad. Hey, how you doing, man?
Pretty good. How about you, Chris?
I'm doing great.
Also with us, representing, because obviously, for obvious reasons, Craig and Donnie cannot be with us tonight. So representing for Craig is Chris Stouter. There he is.
Actually, I was better known as Brother Bill.
Brother Bill. That
Thank
is
you very
correct.
much. That's what I go by.
So from now on, we're going to call him Brother Bill
Bill,
tonight.
yes.
That's
Okay.
true.
Best.
All right.
That is the way that we're going to do it. Brother Bill.
That's it.
Although, apparently, we're going to have to teach Brother Bill how to wear his headphones. Look at him over there. Now we got him all flustered. He's like, no, I'll put him on the proper way.
How about I put my
Yeah, you put
sunglasses
your sunglasses on too. So I thank you for everybody who's in. I can't tell. My phone's not really showing exactly what I want it to see, but it's all good. So we're here to talk about the album. We're here to talk about the Gunner album, and we got Brad sitting here, who was with us with me through every step of this amazing album that we recorded, and we just want to tell some stories about it. So let's start with the recording of the album. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
What about it?
So this album was recorded down at the Back 40 studio, which was basically Craig's basement.
Right.
When we first started, there was no drywall. It was all studded. It was all studded, a studded room.
Right.
And we threw up curtains around your drum set and recorded everything in one take because we were still so new at recording.
Yeah.
We only had one input, and we ran everything through our mixing board and then recorded everything in one take. So if you didn't get it right, your ass started again.
That's right.
And how many takes did it take you
For Shadows, or
for any of the songs?
it took me it took me about 3 tries just to get the nervousness off. You know, it's kind of overwhelming. You know, to know you can't make a mistake.
It's true.
So-
You're true. Yeah, you got to get it right. So in the middle of all this, now remember, I want you to take one. It'd be one take. You get one take. So Donnie is recording his bass and he's playing along, right? He's just going to town, and he's like Brad's saying, he's nervous. He's focused on every note. He's focused on every note,
Yeah.
and missed the last note of the song. That boy swore like a sailor for about 10 minutes, and then I made him start all over again.
I wouldn't have called him a sailor if I were you.
Well, you know.
The army people take offense to that.
He swore like an army guy. How's that?
Yeah,
there you go.
I always heard stories about Donnie going to town.
Donnie going to town?
Like he said, going to town.
Oh, he was going to town. Yeah. Except that everything he did, he was going to town. The video is on the we'll put more up, but it's another interesting story is that when we got the Blueberry Festival, it was we've got to go balls out. We have a big stage to work with, and we just got to go for it. And I remember we hit that first song, and I ran across the stage over to Donnie because Donnie's, oh yeah, we're gonna go balls out, man. We're going a whole way. We're just gonna. And I ran over there to try to get some of the energy, and he goes,
He was rocking.
Rock literally.
Yeah.
he was tearing it up.
Yep.
Tearing it up. Yeah, we have a bunch of stories, and Brad's gonna share it. Brad's got a story. What?
Well, hold on, just real quick. Isn't that when you guys threw out the frisbees and everything at the Rock
No,
Festival?
you got to go back into the Shattered Image days for that.
Okay, all right. yeah.
We did with Jim Coburn, Scotty Trowbridge,
Okay.
Craig, and me. Virgil was running sound or running lights with us that
All
night.
right. Yeah.
We did a dare program at the Steer Inn in Silver Lake,
Okay.
and we were with the Med Park Center. Med Park Center actually doled out the dollars for everything that we did, and they bought us all those frisbees.
Wow.
Yeah, so
I still have 3 of them. My dogs haven't got to yet.
you better hold on to those because they're priceless at this point. I think I have one. I think that's all I have is one left that's hanging on my wall in there. So yeah, they're hard to come by these days. I do believe that we left a whole case of them down there, and I think they sold them in the flea market.
No way.
I'm pretty sure of it, but
I'm sorry for interrupting.
that's all right. No, you're fine. That's what we're here. We're here to tell the stories. Although that one goes back a little bit farther, but
Sure,
you know
bet.
when you know you grow up in a band with Craig, you know all those stories will blend together after a while.
Yes.
And there's a lot of them over the years.
Yeah.
Like the Crazy Train. You guys know about the Crazy Train? Who out there knows about the Crazy Train? Best thing we ever had.
I
So-
don't remember that.
You don't remember the Crazy Train?
No.
You got to remember the Crazy Train. That was our bus.
Oh, that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Brad here drove us home many a nights from many a shows.
We remember this. Remember the sign we had on the bus when you opened the big door?
Yes. Would you like to tell him?
It says, "I'm just going to put the nice way."
No, you got to just say it. Just say it like you were reading it.
Show us your tits when a balloon.
And we always had
we
balloons.
balloons hanging up there.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep, we always had balloons.
I
So
couldn't
you-
believe it.
The reason we always had balloons is we never gave any away. We just always had balloons. See what I'm saying?
And we were also country as hell. Remember?
Oh,
that?
we were country as hell. But that was back. You got to jump back to the Aztec days for that one. When we
Really?
were with
Quentin.
with who?
Quentin Flag.
No, that was Gunner days. But you go back to Todd Behringer. Remember when Todd Behringer was drumming with
Yep,
us? Yeah,
yep.
that was when we were country as hell because his tagline was, "Well, I thought we were country was hell." That'll take you back.
Well, I do have a story.
All right.
Just how I got started. Before I played in Aztecs and Gunner, I didn't even play the drums.
Nope.
And
We
so-
knew that.
you could tell. You could tell that, right?
I wasn't going to bring that up, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Actually, I thought I caught on pretty well,
You did a fine job.
Yes.
but I practiced too at home.
Really?
Yeah,
Did-
I had
On
to-
what?
on songs we were doing
I mean, what did you practice on?
a drum set.
You had a drum set at home?
Yeah,
You just did an air drum?
no,
I'm just checking.
I had a small one that I got from a church, and it wasn't, it didn't take up too much room.
Right on.
But right in my living room, we live in a mobile home. So,
You and the 3 kids and the
Yeah.
wife and the dog.
yeah,
Uh-huh. Yeah. I understand that.
yeah. I actually bought my drum set the same year that Brooklyn was born. We could have used that cash for Brooklyn.
We could have. We could have, but we found more important money. We found more important avenues for that money.
Yeah.
Actually, if you go back, I remember, I don't know if you remember this. Okay, so it was at one point I was drumming. This is, going back even farther into the Aztec days. At one point I was drumming. Craig and Donnie were playing. Greg White was playing guitar with us for a while.
Wow, what a name.
Yeah, that's a flashback right
Yes,
there, isn't it?
is.
And then when he left, we were trying to figure out what we were going to do, and we decided that I wanted to add a keyboard player. That's what I wanted. If we're going to be a country band, we need a keyboard player. So I remember auditioning Brad
Yes.
in my back room of that little cottage house that I had at the lake.
Yes.
You remember that?
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I remember auditioning Brad back there, and I think we pretty much gave the job on the spot, didn't we?
Yeah.
Because I made him jump through hoops. Oh my God, I made him jump through so many hoops. I'm like, here, play something for me. All right, they'll play this, and I threw some sheet music down. None of the 3 of us could read sheet music and play like that, but Brad could. So it was like,
Well-
well, you can't jump through all those hoops and not expect to give the guy the job.
I don't really read music either. I took 3 years when I was a kid of piano lessons, but I wasn't.
Speaking of, while we're talking about Brad and piano, you can go check out Brad's album Your Vessel on Spotify or iTunes or wherever you want to. But if you'd like to purchase it, you go to
Bandcamp.com.
bandcamp.com, type in Bradley E. Beatty, and it brings it up. You can buy the whole album for $8. You can buy all of it for $8. It's a digital download. Just go out there and buy one.
Please.
Bandcamp.com.
I haven't sold one yet.
No, he hasn't.
I
Not
gave,
on there.
I gave 10 away, but
Yeah.
Is
Wait a
this,
minute. I
actually
gave
not.
10 away.
yeah, you did.
is this going to a charity foundation or
Yes, I'm the charity because I got a bunch of money into that
wondering,
CD.
handicapped kids are listening to this? And,
Well,
I
Jer-
can walk with
Jeremy
a limp.
doesn't know it yet, but he's going to get reimbursed here pretty soon.
oh, now that right there is a loaded
That is.
present.
I'm telling you. Holy cow. Better watch out.
Yes.
Hey, we got some comments going on. I'm sorry, gang. Oh, damn! I'm hitting my microphone. Oh, yes. All right. Yes, and that is. I wanted to get to that. We talked about the Crazy Train, and we talked about. So Donnie and Tina bought the Crazy Train,
Yeah.
and it was just a yellow short bus at that point. And Donnie's like, "Listen, we're not having a yellow bus. It's not gonna be yellow." So we decided to paint it.
Paint it black.
Yeah, we're gonna paint it black. So Donnie's like, we're all fucking broke. I mean, we all got kids. We're all broke. I don't even know how he afforded the bus to begin with, to be 100% honest. But they did it. So we're gonna paint the bus, but first we have to sand the bus because the paint won't hold. Because you know what kind of paint we got? Yeah, that's right, spray cans.
Oh my gosh.
And that was how many cans?
That was a lot of cans.
Yes.
That was a lot of cans.
A lot of inhaling of.
Oh well, we were outside, but yeah, we might have consumed a few of that. So our good friend and a former member of Gunner, I mean, he was part of the band for towards the end there. Brad Hargrave comes
Yeah.
over
Yeah.
because I was doing the band with the Voodoo Rain with him at the time, and he comes over and we decide we're going to sand the bus down with palm sanders.
Oh my gosh.
Do you were you here for this?
No.
Okay, so we're palm sanding this fucking bus down, and I'm inside the bus doing something, and Brad Hargrave is actually standing on the windowsill of the front window, and he's doing the top of the front, the little thing up there that says school bus. He's doing that, and all of a sudden, because I'm hearing, and all of a sudden I hear the buzzing stopped, and I hear a thud. And I turn around, and he's no longer standing in the window where I can see him.
He fell down.
He's laying on the ground. Palm Sanders still going.
And he's
Oh.
saying, I'm coming, I'm coming. I'm sorry.
I'm coming. I'm coming. So yeah, Brad Hargrave fell off of that bus, but
He also puked on our
he
bus,
also threw up on that bus.
outside the window, and it hit the tailpipe, and it was burnt there forever. Not coming off.
Oh, my goodness. Okay, so what did he puke up on the back of the bus and the muffler? I mean, was it flavorful? Was it
I don't know.
Italian?
It
was it?
It was probably booze.
Oh,
We got into a scuffle. We were playing at the VFW in Rochester. We got into a scuffle with the owner. Some people had walked out and complained that we were too loud, and he come in was complaining, and Hargrave was running sound person that he had actually pulled us all the way down to 0. The only thing that was playing was the monitors, and the guy's still bitching. He's standing right in front of us yelling at us. And in all honesty, it was the craziest thing because I was taken aback by it, but Donnie was pissed, and I mean he was so mad that by the time that I realized what was going on, he had already left, had the bus pulled up the door, and was throwing equipment into the back of the bus.
yes.
And our good friend Dave Hardacre, who helped us get the job, come up and talk to us and said, "Hey, listen, those 4 people that left are assholes. The bar was completely full of people that were there to see us."
Yeah.
He goes, "These people are here to see you. They're not complaining. I've talked
Yes.
it over the owner. We got it all under control." And so he talked us in the stand, and we continued to play. Well, the owner actually came down and sat down right in front of us and just stared at us. And we finished the song, and he stood up and he goes, "I don't know what those people are talking about. You guys are awesome. On the rest of the night with you guys. Enjoy yourself." And he left. So the bartender, the female bartender, she was devastated over this whole thing. She was just sick about it. So she's like, "Whatever you guys are drinking, as much as you want for the rest of the night."
Oh wow.
Well, of course, we had our driver, so Mr. Beatty was not part of that.
But
I
how
took
do
shots
you-
of Mountain Dew.
But how do you guys sing after drinking that much?
When you just sing the same songs over and over again, it just
sound
seems
good.
to come out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it-
we
it's
sounded
better.
better. We sound
I'm-
better drunk than we.
I'm letting it go, buddy.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Evidently.
So Mr. Hargrave decided that, that was definitely something he was very interested in. So he went to the bar a lot, and he got really drunk. Well, this was back before the bus was completed, so we still had the original seats up in the front of it. So the one that was right behind the driver was still facing backwards. Right? You with me so far?
Yeah.
And that's where Hargrave sat, was in that one. And I remember sitting there. I remember looking at him and going, "Hey, buddy, you okay?" And he goes, "Yeah, I'm fine." Well, it was cold, and I had just put up my window on, the little sliding windows on the short bus. You know what I'm talking about. I just put up my window, and just about then he jumped up, dropped his window, hung out the side, and started throwing up all down the side of the bus. You got me so far? You with me?
Yeah, I'm
He
right
pukes
there.
all
I'm
down the
right
side of
there.
the bus. And so Donnie, who's driving, I think Donnie was driving at this point, stops. And Hargrave just starts screaming at him, "You're an asshole. You're an asshole." And Donnie's just laughing. We're on 19. We just dropped off Craig when he still lived down in Akron.
Yeah.
We're on 19 coming back, and Donnie stopped right in front of that manure holding place that's
Oh,
right there on
yeah.
19.
Oh man,
Right by the
that's
school.
perfect.
Right
Yeah.
by Tippy Valley School.
Right there by Valley School. So not only was Brad not feeling well from the alcohol, but now he is whipping up all this manure. So the next day, we call Brad and we say, "Hey, listen, the bus has puke all down the side of it." So me and Donnie took out a couple lawn chairs, sat down, drank beer, and watched Brad Hargrave wash the bus. Except the piece that was on the tailpipe. We left that there for memorabilia.
I don't think it could have come off.
I think it was pretty cooked in, yeah.
Chunks of meat take a while to go
Oh,
ahead. And,
yeah.
depending, I mean, usually when you're drunk like that, you just chow down, especially hot dogs. That's just not a good thing. Everyone knows that, so just stop that.
Well, I don't know if there was hot dogs in there, but there could have been.
Okay, yeah, it sounds like that.
Oh my goodness. Other people are watching with you. What? Hey, what's up, Josh May, Brad Hargrave, Logan and John Lyons. What's up, John? Phil
John
Jordan.
Lyons. That's Mayor Lyons. He
It's-
was the mayor of Etna Green for a while.
Was he really?
Yes.
That's not true.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Hot damn was the
I didn't know
beverage.
they had a
apparently.
mayor.
Huh?
I didn't know they had a mayor.
Yeah, I named him mayor.
Oh,
Yeah, he was mayor.
okay.
Hot damn is the Kmart brand of Fireball. All right, good to know. Hey, there's Tut. Tut's on. Yep, true story. Rockstar life. That's what Brad Hargrave said. So, anyways, I got a couple. I want to. We're talking about the Shadows albums and all the fun shit that we did back in those days. We definitely had a lot of fun. We played some really great gigs like the Blueberry Festival and the St. Joe County Fair. That was when we played out on. Even doing the Battle of Bands was fun, but then we played the next night acts on one of the stages out on the side panel there, and it's just so much fun. We what else did we do? Do you recall that was just really?
I know we were getting ready to go to what's that diner up in Minster or South Bend, right close to Notre Dame there. I can't remember what the name of it is, but we tried to get that was going to be like an $800 job we were going to do, and then
Cheers.
that's where.
I played a lot of Cheers back after Gunner. We played Cheers a lot.
Yeah, I can't remember what the name of it is, but
There was a couple of them up in that we had booked, but we had to cancel because we didn't have the coverage.
we played that place in Goshen.
The Dewdrop Inn.
The Dewdrop Inn, yeah, that's it.
We went.
That is classic. When they have a chicken cage in front of you,
Well, no, we weren't. There was no chicken cage. There was a loft. We were in a loft above everybody.
Right.
okay, you guys were pretty much elevated then.
Oh yeah, we were. way,
Yeah.
and, so if you remember right, Craig had built. We were talking about welding earlier. Craig had built
Yes.
himself a amp stand out of metal, and he had that big old PV amp that he stuck up on top of there. So the thing towered about what 6 foot tall or whatever
Yes,
when
yeah.
it was all said and done. And I remember I was up there playing and looking over, and that thing is going wonka wonka wonka
Oh my
wonka
God.
because that stupid loft was so unstable. I don't know how we ever survived that. But we went up there one night in the middle of a snowstorm, and we walked in. And the owner goes, "I didn't think you guys show up," and we played to 3 people all night long. But we got paid and we
Hey.
drank beer. That's what. That's
Yep.
all that
There
matters.
we go. Yep.
That's all that
Yeah.
matters.
When it came time for applause, it's like crickets.
I'll
Just
never.
crickets.
Yeah. Well, there was that, and I think one night we played up there, and he gave away my favorite tomahawk, my original
Oh, the one
tomahawk.
for one
Yeah,
hour.
when we did
Cherokee
the.
people.
Yeah, that's the one.
Got it.
I gave it away.
Yeah.
Wow.
John said he retired when he from mayoral. Yeah, I speak for a living. Can you tell? Mayoral duties when he moved out of Etna Green.
That's been quite a few years ago, and I still would like to vote him back in.
Oh, you're voted back in.
Yep. That's
You
what I
live
think,
you live
yes.
close enough. You can get it. No, you can't. You can't vote. I can't vote. You're too far out of town. Anyways, that's beside the point. Yeah, the Dewdrop Inn. Yeah, I don't care if we ever would play that place again.
That was rough.
It was a very very rough.
Well, I'm carrying all our equipment up the stairs.
Yeah. Oh my god. And the stairs were what about as wide as?
About maybe.
As the girls that were there.
20,
No, they weren't that
I'm
wide.
sorry.
The stairs were definitely not that wide. I think even Bobby went with us one night, and she stayed upstairs. She's like, "I'm not going down there."
So I'll never forget the time we went to the Plymouth Moose. Do you remember that?
I do. Which well, depending. We went twice.
No, we didn't even get the first one.
The
We-
Plymouth Moose.
Yeah, because what happened was you guys set up your speaker towers. They told us just to get out of there, and we didn't even play a note. They just kicked us out because we had so much speakers.
See, now I remember that differently. I remember playing there because Quentin Flagg came to see us play there one night, and we had a great night because everybody was there waiting for him to perform with us when he got up and played a couple songs.
Right.
It was the second time we went back that they pretty much shut us out and were mad at us because we were just too loud. I'm like, we played here before. Why are you getting so pissy?
Yeah.
But yeah, the Plymouth Moose did not love us at all. They loved Quentin Flagg, that's for sure.
Yeah.
We almost had the Gunner Band almost had the backup job. Do you know Quentin Flagg?
No.
Quentin Flagg was. I don't know what he's doing now. He was.
He's an entertainer now.
He's still entertaining, but is he
He's
just?
making a living off of it.
Okay. A lot of people can entertain. I mean, you can do all kinds of things in different booths, and you can go to different venues and different stages. And I mean, if you're entertaining, I mean, what actually are you doing? You singing to me, or you?
He's singing and dancing. He plays 60 oldies songs, and
He dances.
But he's no. But is he no longer a Elvis impersonator?
no, he's not.
See, he
Okay.
was an Elvis impersonator at
He
the time.
was.
Yes.
Okay.
He was a very good one. He was very good. I mean, even up to he was on the Oprah show.
Like the man over in Bourbon there, that used to do that.
No,
Yeah.
not
I'll think of
not
his
Oprah.
name.
It was Ricky Lake.
Was it Ricky Lake?
Yeah,
Okay.
Ricky Lake.
I thought it was Oprah. Sorry, Oprah. Just go ahead and send me a car. It was Ricky Lake. But they had a whole bunch of them. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, that's another story. I met him in the freaking South Bend airport at 3:00 in the morning. That's a whole different story.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah. Anyway, we almost had the backup job for that, but your brother did not want to do that at all.
Freaked him out too much.
Well, we never. The whole thing really sounded good up front, but when they actually laid it all out to us, yeah, we weren't getting anything out of it at all.
The big thing was if you didn't have free drinks for the entire band and the crew and stuff, it wasn't worth the venue.
Well,
So,
that's true. But we would have happily maybe even brought our own drinks had we actually got to go on the cruises or go tour and travel with him.
Sure.
No, all he wanted was something for here. The rest of the stuff he would get bands along the way. We're like, well, why would we put all this effort into doing this if we can't do that? So, anyways, what time we got, bud? We're still doing pretty good. Actually, I want to play what song we got. Pick us. So we're gonna play a song for you just off the album.
5 and 10.
Yeah, we may not play the whole thing. We may cut it off short, but we want to demonstrate. And then when we come back, I have a special announcement to make that not many people know. Yeah, play that one. All right. So this is a little song called Shadows. This is the title track for the album. We're just going to take a couple minutes here. I want you guys to listen to it and enjoy. And we'll be right back.
My daddy tucked me in my bed and fluffed the pillows for my head. He said, sleep tight and have good dreams tonight. But as he walked down the hall, I saw the monsters crawl across the floor and up the bedroom wall. I hollered, Daddy, come in here. And when he did, they disappeared. He told me this to try and make things clear. Don't fear the shadow, son. What you can't see won't hurt you none. Stand tall and try not to be afraid. you be brave. Now that I am old, I've got a boy of my own. 3 years old, and man, he has grown. He gets scared when the thunder booms. He comes screaming to my room. Move over, I wanna sleep with you. And I tell him, don't fear the shadow, son. What you can't see won't hurt you none. Stand tall and try not to be afraid. Just yell, leave me alone. They all will go back home. Go to sleep, little buddy. You be brave. Now, Sonny boy, he is big. He's got his own wife and kid. He loves his family just like I once did. The preacher came to me and read my last rites beside my bed. My son kneeled down beside me and said, don't fear the shadows, Dad. Just look back at what you've had. All in all, it's been a damn good life.
All right. So that was the title track right there. Title track for the album Shadows. I remember when Craig wrote that. I remember how proud he was of that song. He was very, very proud of that song. He did a great job. A lot of people love that song.
It was a great song.
Yeah.
Still
Craig was a great songwriter. I think one of the last times I talked to him, we talked about that, what a great songwriter he was. And we were very, me personally, I felt very fortunate to work with him when we did and all that. So, Brother Bill made it back in. He had the
It's too cold out there to pee. I couldn't do it.
yeah,
Stage fright.
there's no bathroom in the studio, so you gotta.
There isn't.
Where it depends.
Oh, you could have done that. You could have just wore your Depends.
That's what that one guy did. What is that?
What depends? I mean, that's what an old lady tastes like.
Oh,
Sorry.
wow. Ooh, no, no.
That's gross.
Yeah. Hey, when you get old,
When he,
Yeah.
do as an old man does.
so like I promised, I have a special announcement.
Yes.
Okay, so here's my special announcement for all of you Gunner fans and for everybody who's on the page and enjoying. Hopefully, you're enjoying the videos and stuff that I'm putting up. The Gunner album is now officially streaming on all of your favorite platforms. So Spotify, iTunes, wherever you go to listen to music and whatever you have a subscription to or whatever, the Gunner album has been remastered and is now on the streaming platform. So please, everyone, go enjoy it. Tune it in, listen to it, have fun with it. It's just it ain't gonna go over that.
How did Craig do this? I told
Just
you
like
I was,
that.
I was right
There
before. I got it.
So yeah, so 20 years of the album Shadows is now actually streaming. I remastered it, all the original tracks. So that little shitty recording that we did 20 years ago, I remastered, but I just remastered the actual songs. But I did do something along the way.
Yes, you did.
I did. And I went to Chris and I shared this with Chris, a month or so ago because
Brother Bill.
Brother Bill, sorry, Brother
you.
Bill.
Yes.
I gotta,
That's Mr. Bro.
that is
Brother
Mr. Bill to
Mr.
you.
I'm not the Playboy boy. Okay.
So I done two things. Okay, so I released this on streaming services, but I have added 2 new songs.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Yes.
Since the one you
Nope, that's
Oh,
the same ones. The same
okay,
ones that I
great,
shared
good.
shared with you.
Yep. Cool.
I wanted this to be a surprise for Brad.
Yes.
The first one that comes up on the streaming service is my new rendition of In the Backyard.
Okay.
And I call it 20 Years in the Backyard. Now, I know there's a song in there called 20 Years, but it has nothing to do with that one. This is about the album being 20 years and where we are 20 years later.
Yeah.
So I have I totally re-recorded it. I did all the drums, bass, guitar, the whole 9 yards. I've re-recorded this and I added a 5th verse.
Yes.
And so we're gonna play it here. I want you to listen to it. I'm gonna give you Gunner's headphones so you can listen to it. But each verse is about us. So the very first verse, when you guys listen to this, the very first verse is just about us in a whole, you know. And then each additional verse is about the 4 of us.
Oh. Okay.
So you can pick which one you want. Now, I knew that I wanted to do this, and I actually did this in 2019, early 2020. Yes, early 2020. So when I originally wrote it and I originally recorded it, it was before Craig passed away.
Okay.
So when I knew that I was going to do all of the streaming stuff and I wanted to release this song as part of that streaming, I actually rewrote Craig's verse to match where he is today.
Yeah.
So it's a little yeah. I want you guys to listen to it. Can we just listen to it and I'll take some comments. I'd love to hear some comments after we're done. I'm gonna have Gunner give Brad his headphones so that he can listen to it through this portion of the stream. But yeah, here it is. This is the debut of 20 Years in the Backyard. Hope you enjoy it. Years have come and gone, learning lessons that we will pass on. Kids are grown, all moved away. We still talk to them every day. Chasing dreams that might be gone. Never give up, never leave it alone. Very proud of the things I've done, but I'm still looking for that number one. In the backyard, learned a lot about life. In the backyard, took every step with my wife. In the demons that he couldn't tame. Fought it hard till the end of the game. Maybe now he can clear the haze. We still love and miss him every day. One better life the way it's supposed to be, with parts of it that are hard to see. But keep writing and singing along to praise the Lord in life and song. One is gone, a body and mind, taken away long before his time. September rain is falling all around, saying our goodbyes without making a sound. So there you have it. My reimagined in the backyard about us 20 years later. What do you think, Brad?
Pretty good.
That was my surprise to you. I wanted to share that with you and here on the air. And
Appreciate that.
I had a lot of fun. Was that you? Got to turn volumes back down. Sorry about that. Yeah. So that. Yeah, it was fun to redo, and it was also a lot of anguish to redo because
With the verses and everything you did, especially the last ones and stuff about leaving without saying,
saying goodbye.
Bye. Yeah,
Yep.
that yeah. But that's what Craig was like. So
Yep.
understand that. But no, I think it's cool. I think it's great. That's
I'm very happy with it. And so I see Skylar posted in the chat the Spotify link there. So if you guys get a chance, you can go to Spotify and check it out. I'd appreciate it. Yeah, I'm in the mode. I got to get out of the mode. You can't Sorry, guys.
Well, I have a special presentation for you as well.
You do?
I'd like you to look at these.
Okay.
It was like getting buried treasure.
Look at these bad boys.
And I emphasize the word buried.
I don't know if you can see these here. Check those out. So what does that one say?
That's the Goshen.
Legion Warsaw.
Oh, that's a Legion?
Yep. And then this is the benefit that we did in Goshen.
Right.
Nice. Look at that. We get these dropped down to digital so we can enjoy them.
Yeah.
Very cool. Thank you.
Yeah.
Awesome. Did you see? You guys didn't see the box. I saw the box when he came in. And he's so there's the box he brought in. So if you've seen the actual Shadows back cover, that's what it looks like. I love it. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, no problem.
So we're on Spotify now.
Good.
You can get to check it out. 2 new songs. I promised you a second song. Are you ready to hear the other song?
Sure.
We're not going to end the show. Do we want to wait and play that one the last on the way out? Which is that? But what do you like?
what are you thinking?
I'm
It's up to
I'm,
you.
I'm enjoying telling stories. We've still got. Is there people still on? What is the comments? Did everybody enjoy the? Oh yeah, too bad. Yeah.
Well,
Well, no, hold on. Jim Hardacre actually made a comment. Too bad we can't have a guest appearance like from Northbrooks, aka Steve Wirt.
mhm.
Yeah, I love that man. He was a good man. Yeah, for sure.
Did he die too? I didn't know that.
Yes. Yes. Sorry, not bringing it. Yeah. Good man. He was a good man. Miss him. I was very lucky to. It was just before Christmas 2019. He stopped in. Somewhere before Christmas. I don't remember it being that cold out, but I remember that he ran out of gas when he was leaving, so I had to go. I went and picked him up, and we went and got gas. But that was the last time I seen him. It was an amazing visit, and he was an amazing man, and I do miss him. We were playing a thing called Hog Bash up in Michigan one time with Guilt 4, and there was this dude there, and I'm like, that looks just like him. And I even actually approached the guy. I'm like, do I know you? He was Steve Wirt's doppelganger, 100%.
Oh,
Yeah, 100%.
wow.
But that was another great show we played back in the Aztec days. Was out when we did
On his
the
back
show
porch.
on his back porch.
That's right.
I do have that one on video.
We
Is
had
that off of Highway 110 or whatever else?
Yeah, that was the one that was. Yeah, you go
Yeah, I
down.
was there, helped you
Yeah.
set up and run
Yep.
the sound. And all that. You guys were nuts. Actually, the only thing that was better was your crowd because they just
They were just as nuts as we were.
twice.
Now, did you ever come down and see us play in Claypool when we played down at the Claypool Inn?
Yes,
And-
I was your bouncer that one night.
You were my bouncer one night. Were you there the night we burned the?
Yes, outside.
What was it? The Cowboys pennant.
Yes,
It was supposed to be a jersey because Deb bet this guy that the Bears would beat the Cowboys and then we would burn the jersey for the Cowboys out in the parking lot. And I felt bad. I can't burn $100.
and I'm not sure who had the Zippo, but that really worked well for lighting that thing up. The regular Bic would not work.
It would not work. No,
no.
we had to get something strong that was windproof.
That's,
That was good. Oh,
You
How
know,
the
those long
heck
guns
did
with
we
the-
get away with that shit back then? That's just
I don't know because you think about a lot of the stuff we did. I don't know how we got away with hardly any of it.
okay. How many bands start upstairs at Cruisers, a titty bar? I mean, come on. From there, where's it gonna go?
You can't get. No, never mind.
Hey, Sam was not a pervert.
No. He was not.
But-
Not at all. Oh man, the
Well-
cruiser days. I remember sitting at the bar, 16 years old, sitting at the bar with my mom, and my mom looked over and goes, Wow, just what you always imagine, sitting at the bar with your son.
At this age, yes. And Becky doesn't drink, so
No,
yeah,
no,
it's,
no, she does not. I think I was 18. I take that back. I think I was
Okay.
18 because I think you had to be 18 to play in the
Play,
bar
yes.
at that point. Yeah.
Yeah.
I also remember, was it Chad Stolte's girl that was bartending?
that'd be Emma.
Is that what her name
Or
was?
oh no, Edna.
Edna, yeah.
Edna, yeah.
And I remember having a conversation with Chad about how guys pee in the shower and how she says, no, they do not. That's not right. And I remember being on stage going, all the guys that pee in the shower, anybody pee in the shower, raise your hand. And the whole bar went, yeah. She was not happy with me.
Girls
That's
just don't admit that. They do all the time too. My
Oh.
wife told me that. She goes, "Well, hell yeah, the water's running. Why not?
I mean, you know,
Why
you're there.
go ahead and use the toilet and waste the water? You know, that's it's like, well, it sounds like a cow pissing on a flat rock, anyways. So yeah, that's
My
That's
father-in-law
cool
used
with
to say
me.
that.
Yeah, oh, really?
Big Don Doan, yeah, he used to say that.
Oh, my God. I like it that the commentary actually says
what?
flat rock. Now that's funny.
What's
Yeah, I know. Yeah, yeah. Facebook, love them. 20. Hey, so oh my God, and Chad's on. What's up, buddy? Chad's on. He said, "Yep, Edna." I don't. Yeah, how
my
about that?
cousin Chad Stolte?
Yes, yes,
No shit.
yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's incredible. I haven't seen him forever.
Well,
What's up,
tell him
Chad?
hi. Look in the camera and
What's
say
up,
hi.
dude? I'm sorry to talk about that. And I promise I won't talk about how you paid for your wife's new titties and stuff before she divorced you. But
On,
Love you,
on to
man.
another subject.
Like to see you
We're
again.
digressing here, people.
Oh.
Maybe I should tell a couple of stories.
Why don't you tell us a couple stories?
Uh, well, they pertain to me because it's all about me. But
Hey, Brad, you can write 1,000 songs.
yeah, that, I tried to write some songs for Gunner, and I'd show you guys a song, and you'd say, "Yeah, Brad, you could write 100 songs, but maybe only one or two are going to make it." Which I thought you were giving me pretty good credit for. That even two I could make it even two.
It was just, we were just having so much fun messing with you. But once again, seriously, if you get a chance to listen to his album, Your Vessel, it's an
album.
amazing album.
Good
It's on Bandcamp under Bradley E. Beatty. If you get a chance, it's an amazing album. It's also streaming on Spotify and all your favorite streaming sites. So, anyways, go ahead with your story.
Well, we were playing down in Craig's basement one time, and we're just jamming to a Flicker Stick song, I think.
We probably were.
And all of a sudden, my stick hits me in the eye, and I said, "Oh, my freaking eye!"
Except it wasn't freaking.
I know. Yeah, I think it was.
No, I don't think so.
I don't say that.
I'm not on the air, but
No.
yeah, I think you might have said that
I
in that
might
little yeah. So he's getting into this song. He's doing an upbeat, right?
Yeah.
And he jams the stick into his eye because he's bashing. He's just having a good old time. And the song just completely stopped,
Oh,
and we
yeah.
were like, "Whatever." And all I get is, "My fucking eye!" And he's laying on the ground, and it's funny now because thank God he didn't lose his eye or nothing like that.
right.
So your brother goes, "Well, let's get an ice pack on it." Except your brother didn't have an ice pack in his freezer in the basement. So here's Brad walking around with a flask of Crown Royal shoved up on his eye. Yeah,
Yeah.
that made his eye feel better.
Yeah, there we
Good
go.
times.
It didn't fall out, did it?
What?
Didn't fall out.
Oh,
You
thank
can
God,
still
no.
see
Don't think-
your eye.
Oh yeah, I can still see. I do have eye problems now, but
Yeah, you
that's not related to that.
glaucoma, like I do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, I have keratoconus. It's where your kidneys. Your
My kid.
your
God
eye-
damn
You
it.
have
When my
glaucoma.
kidneys
Yeah, you-
affect my eyes, I'm fucked up. I'm sorry.
I want to go back to the glaucoma thing.
No,
I'm sorry. I
Keratoc-
apologize. for that.
keratoconus is
Um,
when your corneas are cone shaped and it distorts your vision,
Yes.
and they go kind of pulse in and out, so you never know what you're gonna see.
Yes.
Yeah. So
So it makes girls look big and small, and And
I don't notice the other girls.
really,
Really? Well, let me ask you about this. The one time at the Warsaw Legion, when we had 4 ladies come up to the
Oh,
front of
my
the stage.
gosh.
Now listen.
I can't believe
listen,
you guys had
listen,
that on the back of your guitar.
listen. I did have that on the back of my guitar.
show me your tits.
Yep, it said "Show me your tits." If I,
I
flipped
remember
it up,
that, yes,
it
yes, I
said
remember
it
that.
right there. It was a beautiful thing.
Yeah, they were.
But
yes.
I had 4 ladies come up to the front of the stage one night, and all 4 at the same time showed everything.
Yeah.
Yep. We won't mention names because maybe there's some of them listening. But
We had a couple silver dollars in there.
Those are the ones that I've been milking for a while. I'm sorry. You want them tight ones about this big around, silver dollar size, and stick out a quarter inch. Sorry.
I'm sorry, honey. I'm sorry.
yeah, the 3 oldies. Yeah, good music, good times. Hi, Deb. Hi, Greg. Courtner. The Courtners are on.
Well,
What's up,
hey,
guys?
help me tell this other story about me getting up and
Listen. You know, in any band situation, you know, we have our riffs. We had our arguments. We had our disagreements. You know, me and Craig had many of them over the Shattered Image years. And, you know, when we got into the Gunner years, we were a little more on the same mindset, you know, as far as stuff of what we wanted to do. And I don't even remember what the fight was that night. I think it was actually between you and Donnie.
probably.
I honestly don't.
Donnie never really liked me much,
Well, Donnie never really liked me much either, so it's all good.
but he's not prejudiced.
Drummers are very competitive.
He's not prejudiced. He just hates everyone equally.
Yeah, let's see. There you go. He just hated everyone the exact same.
He'd always say that. That's
yeah,
his line.
yeah, that was his line. So Brad and Donnie got into an argument during practice one night, and Mr. Beatty told him to
Yeah.
screw off
Yeah.
and left practice. So, and you remember your brother's basement. He had the practice room off there. I don't even know if the hot tub was in place at that time. It probably
it
was.
was,
So, you know, that little practice room. So we all just kind of walked out and we went out and sat down on the couch over by the big screen and we just sat there. And I remember looking at Craig and Donnie and I'm like, should I go get him? You want me to go get him? You want me to go, you know, we need to work. We can't, you know, we got to work this out. And we kind of all came to the conclusion we would just wait and I would talk to him the next day. Let him cool off. We'd, you know, just let him go home, think about whatever it was. Like I said, whatever it was that we were arguing about or he was arguing about with Donnie. Let him cool off. I'll go talk to him tomorrow. So we're sitting there and we're discussing this. And it's been 45 minutes. Okay, after he stormed out. 45 minutes. And we're just sitting there talking. All of a sudden the door swings back open and Brad walks in. And we all turn and look at him. And you know what comes out of his mouth? I forgot my keys.
And
Well.
that was the icebreaker for us to talk a little bit.
Yep.
We were actually able to talk about
Yep.
it a little bit then.
Because we all just started laughing at him because he'd been sitting in the front.
I was deciding if I was going to go back for him or just walk home. I wasn't sure.
Will my pride make me stay out here in my vehicle and just freeze or go back inside?
Well, I couldn't get in my vehicle, could I? Or
I don't-
maybe- I don't think I.
I don't
locked it.
probably didn't lock
I
it out
didn't
there.
lock it. Yeah, so I was sitting there in the driver's seat, going, "Oh my God, I got to go back in there."
That's a pretty. That was a pretty amazing story. So that if you ever hear us say, you know, well, I forgot my keys, then you know we chuckle. That's what we're always talking about because it's always been a standard laugh a minute when it comes to that.
Yeah, back to the Donnie subject.
Okay.
He's a bass player, right? So
I compared you with the
know.
drums and everything there.
Yeah.
But the thing is, though, Donnie always told me, he goes, if Brad can play drums, I can too. And so
really?
that's why I had to bring that up.
well,
Yeah. And he goes, and Brad also has picked up the bass before.
I have.
That's what he told me. You had played or tried to play the bass.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
I did play a few notes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so,
Anyway,
yeah, it was a competition there, kind of.
yeah. Well, not really. 'cause
No, I know.
I knew he was the bass player. I wasn't. But anyway, he had to have. I mean, how many amps do you have to have and speakers do you have to have when you're playing bass?
Well, if you're Alex Van Halen or Eddie, I mean, you never
Yeah,
know.
Never know, do you? Well, anyway, he gets this extension cabinet that has two 15s in it to go along with his already powerful amp,
Yep.
and but he just liked to pour it on, man. He little overkill there.
Well, you know, you got to be loud.
I still have those speakers.
Do you?
Yeah.
Nice. Nice. Hey,
You know, right here between Craig's stuff and Donnie's and the stuff you have, we could set this little room up to the point we could just stand in the very middle and we could blow our hearing.
we could.
Yeah, just
We could.
yep. Blow
But I wouldn't have to go very far. My hearing's about gone as it is.
Mine is too. But
I
that's
have-
good.
I
I'm
wear
married still,
hearing aids,
so
I do.
Do you really?
Yeah, I have to
Too-
sometimes.
I got mine's too much rock and roll, man. I did a fish fry thing. They call it the fish fry band. A friend of mine actually does it every year. It's his annual event, and everything in that was 11. Everything was turned up to 11. I've never played so loud my entire life. It makes you feel good when you're playing lead guitar and you're just ripping it up and it just
Yeah.
it's. But the last time I did it, my ears are still ringing. I still have, and that's been over a year. They're just ringing.
if you're gonna go big time pro like that,
Uh-huh.
get the actual hearing aids that are especially molded to your ears, like all the rock stars and everything have when they're playing.
Yeah.
And that right there saves everything.
I know. I
that.
have some in ears that I need to start wearing when I start doing that. But he didn't have a monitoring system. It was just everything was guitar amps cranked to 11.
Okay.
Hey, listen, if I got
Wait.
Hey, listen.
if I lost my hearing a little bit, it was because of the band.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And
yeah.
but that's okay. It was worth it because we had a good band.
We did have a great band. It was a great band.
Yeah.
A lot of fun. The audience always enjoyed you guys playing.
Yeah.
That's the big thing right there.
Yeah.
They had fun. They
After a couple
And-
hours, when they,
I don't know.
depending on where you're playing at, though.
when we would play the Warsaw Legion, as
Yes.
big as that place was, we always had
Packed
a
it.
really good
Yes.
full crowd,
right.
and we always sold a lot of alcohol because we were a party band.
And we all sang "Country Road, Take Us Home" before the.
That was
before
Yes.
That was our thing.
It was, yes. Yeah.
Yeah, we used to go back and just we'd find a little cubby somewhere away from everybody. Warsaw Legion was real easy because you just walk through those doors in that stairway,
Yeah.
and we'd go back here and harmonize a little country roads.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good stuff.
Hey,
too.
let's do that right now.
Let's not.
Well, now.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, no, I don't know that I could actually still hit it. Oh yeah, we had like I said, the Blueberry Festival. We did 2 years in a row there. That was amazing.
That was a lot of fun, yes.
The
And that
St.
was
Joe.
that was out on the country stage up in front of the park.
Yeah.
Yes, it was, yes.
That
It
wasn't
was.
just in that Jefferson stage there where they got.
It was the one right front there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
And,
and you know the story behind the second year we played was when we got the Crazy Train, the bus, and so we took the bus there.
right behind it.
Yeah, we were off to the side a little bit. You could
Yes.
actually, if you look out the window, you could see the stage pretty well. And we played, and then we just went and walked around Blueberry because we weren't going anywhere. We weren't leaving. But the headlining act come in, and we had that space, and they had to weasel in beside us.
Yes.
So here we had our little spray canned bus and next to the a Hilton
Yes.
hotel of
Yeah.
an RV.
$250,000 RV.
But we hung out in there all night and watched. Was it Eric Heatherly that played that night?
One of those years
Yeah.
was, and then the other one was.
It was a guy from Little Texas, I think. Was
Yeah,
one of
I don't remember him. Eric Heatherly, I remember
Yeah.
that.
Yep, for sure.
Uh,
Yeah, we may have opened 6 hours. We might have been played 6 hours before, but we consider that we opened for him.
Yes.
As my friend John Baker always says, you need to exaggerate the wins and forget the losses.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, definitely.
Yep.
Yes.
And we can't go without telling that story.
Bobby says, you closer to the mic.
"Okay, how's this?
That is much better.
I'm close to the mic now."
Your name's Mike? I didn't know your name was Mike.
Well, that's my middle name.
Okay.
Bobby says, burning down the barn.
That's
So
what I was thinking.
the one story I remember from I think it was Warsaw Eagles. We were playing one of the Eagles,
Yeah.
and we're just doing our thing, getting set up, and we were kind of ready to go. So we sat down a little bit, and
Well, you got to tell them that we had a specific rule that we played by.
yeah,
We never if we were supposed to start at 9, we always started at 5 or 10 after. We never
Yes.
started
Right at 9.
right at 9 o'clock, or whatever the case may be, 10 o'clock,
So,
whatever we.
we're drinking or what they were anyway, and
You don't drink at all? You
No.
don't partake of the holy water?
I drank. I just never drank at a
An event.
gig because they needed somebody to drive them home.
Okay.
Yeah, we had to have somebody driving home.
That's
So anyway, we're sitting there, I think around this table, and the owner or manager comes out and he goes, "I don't know about you guys, but we start at 9 around here."
Yeah, he was pissed. He was. It was like 2 or 3 after. Walks up and goes, "I don't know about you guys, but we start at 9 o'clock around here."
Yeah.
we're military.
And we're like, "Well, we start
2100, damn
We
it.
start at 9:05.
We're on gunner time, ass.
Yeah.
And our watches don't have good batteries, so
Apparently, my watch
yeah,
broke.
we're
I
looking
don't
at
know.
the sun right now.
Yeah.
So
Uranus hasn't lined up with Saturn yet.
no,
We
Nope.
go on when that happens. Yeah, that was one of those moments where it was absolutely horrible. I mean, it ruined the rest of the weekend.
Yeah, it did. It hit us hard, I think, when you did that because it was like, what the heck, man?
Yeah.
You know?
Well, we were looking to play there more. That was one of the premium spots for country at that time.
yeah.
And
so we wanted to play more
yeah.
in there.
And Brad actually got us the job through somebody he knew that was supposed to be playing and couldn't make it. Wasn't that how that worked out? Something to that effect.
I don't remember that.
But we ended up with this gig, and it was a well-paying gig, and it's in one of those establishments that we've been trying to get into. And then to have that, and it was like, yeah, we're done. And I think it just ruined it. And I think once we kind of got loosened up, we just kind of just did our thing at that point. But
Yeah.
I think Kortner was there that night.
Yeah, I loved how he could come up there and just play anything that we were playing. I don't know if he's sitting there going, this is too easy for me. But anyway, he always got up and played some guitar solos with us.
Yeah.
And he was a monster, man.
He was.
He probably
yeah.
still is.
He probably still is. I know that I have a rendition of Keep Your Hands to Yourself that maybe came from the Bremen Cafe where he got up and played with us. And I remember watching it and going, wow, that's 14 minutes long.
Yes. Yeah.
And there were people on the dance
the
floor
extras
dancing
with
for,
it,
yeah,
and yes.
dancing for 14 minutes. But that was a thing for us. That's
Yeah,
what we
it was.
did. We
Yeah.
did that a lot
Yeah.
where we would, extend out the endings. Margaritaville was one of those where, we had the Krager train,
Yep.
and the Krager train
Yep.
would go around, and he would
Yeah.
take everybody around. And during the last show, when Craig wasn't with us, it became the Donnie train, and Donnie
Yep.
led them all through. Just little things like that. One of the best memories that I have, and I was thinking about this the other day for some weird reason. Craig would always write up our set list for us. We didn't really have anything where we would, we'd take a common piece of paper and take it with us, and that was the same set. We'd
Yeah.
always mix it up every, and there was never a formula. It was like, oh, let's put this song here, let's put that song there.
Just to mess with you.
Yeah. So he was putting together the set list for this one particular show, and 4 sheets of paper, 4 sets. And I think it was about the 3rd set. I looked down, and we're getting ready to do as a Trace Atkins or whatever it's called, A Girl in Texas.
Yes.
Except he wrote on there, there's a squirrel in Texas.
Yes. There's a squirrel.
And then if you go
in
back and look over the
Texas.
rest of the list, I don't know how many of those he changed for some weird, and nobody noticed for the first 3.
Yeah. That's cool.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
That's good.
It was, yeah.
I'm just glad to see you guys grow up from. My gosh, I was this little when I met you guys, and you were just small. So little and small, and
Hmm.
but no,
Yeah, we were. Yeah, you were little when we first met.
we were.
He's
Scott Trovich's apartment up in the upstairs, writing songs.
Yep.
Yep. But nope, been with you guys forever. It's just
Yep.
great. I think that-
Actually, if you and maybe if I get lucky, Skylar will do this. Greg Kortner says still am. He still is a monster.
Yeah.
Maybe
Hi,
if,
Greg.
If Skylar's been running the stuff, if he gets a chance, Chris actually wrote a song back in 1991 would have been February of '91.
Yes.
Chris actually wrote Brother Bill actually wrote a
Thank you.
song
Thank you.
For the proper
in tribute
recognition.
of my dad who had just
Yes.
passed away. And you can find it. 20 years the anniversary of his passing, I actually remade. Well, me and Gunner. Hey, by the way, everybody, say hi to Gunner. Gunner's in here
Hi, Gunner.
working the
Gunner,
tables for us.
What's up, man? Thanks a lot.
Oh my
Appreciate it.
gosh, Gunner, you're so awesome.
This whole thing's about me. It's just-
Well, yeah. I even have T-shirts with his name on it. I mean,
That's
come on.
it. Yeah.
So yeah, we shot a video on the 20th anniversary of his death and released it. It's actually out there on YouTube, and it's called Bobby Song.
Yep.
And Chris wrote all the lyrics, and we actually wrote the music the night that he passed away in that little bitty ass apartment. And we played it for a long time. And it was actually the original was actually recorded on that guitar, that Fender guitar that you now own.
Have a Craig's.
Yep.
Yes. Yep. And no, remember that. It's got something in the back. His drums are elevated up a little bit. You guys are playing down below or something like that. It stepped up. But yeah, no room for anybody.
No,
in
there was no
there.
room for
And,
nobody, just us. There was just barely enough room for us to stand there.
Yeah.
There was no room to really rock out.
Yeah.
But that was our practice space, and we were happy to be there.
Well, in Bremen Cafe, we had a tight space too, and
I think I've seen some
I
boobs at the
remember
Bremen Cafe too, by the way.
I remember Mr. Hot Pants over here on our last gig there. I mean, he had red leather pants on, and your hair was all bleached and everything. Remember that?
I don't remember the red leather
he had
pants.
it- he had
I'm pretty sure I remember the
He had
red
the-
leather pants.
He had the headband.
Yes,
on.
I did. I had the long bleached out hair.
The
I looked
lover
like-
boy
yeah,
look.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like,
And
I remember
everybody-
a poison.
were-
Yeah.
Everybody's like, "Are you a hair band?" No, Jeremy's just weird.
I wore the spaghetti strap back when I was skinny. You know, it was a lot skinnier than I am now. I wore the spaghetti strap tank top, and then I had this really loud satin shirt that I wore over top of it. The headband, the hair all done up. Oh yeah, that was a rock star. Damn it.
Craig did the same thing too.
Oh,
And I
yeah.
still have the leftovers there. But I mean, it's like,
Well,
what are you actually covering up? Nothing. I mean, what do I have to show at my point in time in life? Nothing.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm fat and I'm ugly, so hey, take it. And
well, I could accept that a little bit because I kind of overdid it on the countryside. I was always trying to look like a country guy, so I had my cowboy hat on usually, and
yeah,
cowboy vest on.
Not me, man. I'm a rock star. I gotta bring it.
you guys have went back and forth so many times, though. It seemed like it was almost confusing for a while.
It was, and the thing is that we got into the country. We got into the country, and I do it in air quotes because we weren't really country. We were country as hell. You know, we had. It's funny because once again, and we've talked about this before. We talked about this earlier about Golden Image Radio. When I started Golden Image Radio, what we're doing right now is what I wanted Golden Image Radio to be.
yes,
12 years ago, but we didn't have the capacity of the programming and all that stuff. Sorry, excuse me.
do you have COVID?
No,
Okay,
I tested positive. I swabbed my butthole just yesterday.
you swabbed your balls. Great, nice.
Where was I going with all that?
I
got
don't know.
lost. So Golden Image Radio, we had an idea of what we wanted. Gunner was well ahead of where country, in my mind, where country is today,
Yes,
and the sound that they went on to with your rock and country. I think that's
Sure.
where we were at. That's what I'm saying. We were ahead of our time. That's where I was going with all that before I coughed and we started talking about the Rona. But I mean, you're right though. We jumped around. We had Scotty T was in the band for a while, and we played rock and roll. And then I remember we were going to get your cousin Jason to sing, and
Yeah,
it just
that
never
was-
panned out. And that's when I went to drums, and then I went back. To playing guitar when Behringer came in, and then Dillinger. Remember the little basket case kid that we had?
Yeah.
An amazing drummer. The
little
kid was,
basket case. Was he a
was
midget?
he was a basket. He was short,
Okay.
but he was a basket case.
Okay.
Yeah, he quit and went and picked his stuff up and never told anybody
Cool.
from our practice space. We hunted him down.
That was
That's
up
a
in
story
your-
for off the
That
air.
was up in your mom's attic, wasn't it?
Up in the studio, yeah.
Yeah.
When we practiced up in the studio. A great drummer. He couldn't deal with all. I mean, he was an amazing drummer. I think when he left, I think that's when Brad, who was playing piano at the time, said he wanted to drum. So he come over into drumming, and we just kind of made the changes up to go back to a 4-piece. But yeah, we did. We popped all over the place. We were doing this, that, and the other, and then going back. We've had resurgence of Shattered Image over the years too, where we brought back. We put the band back together, and then it broke up, and then we come back with our friend Jeff Frazier was playing guitar for us, and Rob was playing bass. Just so many different angles we've had over the years.
But I just think that it's best to go ahead and combine everything you've had over all the years, and go ahead and
Welcome to Golden Mojo Music, where
Thank you
everything,
very much.
where everything is everything.
I didn't lead you into that. But,
Well, speaking of Golden Mojo Music, we have a couple. I know that I saw John made a comment that. Hold on, let me look at this real quick. Too damn entertaining to not continue. This should be a regular scheduled happening. So, thank
John
you,
who?
John. John Lyons.
oh,
John Lyons is a big
Mayor Lyons.
Mayor Lyons
Love you, man.
is a
Yep.
major supporter of.
Yep.
The
He
Lions Club?
he made it to Golden Image Radio at the very, very end, and he's always giving me a hard time that he got there just way too late.
All right, that's
So
great.
we've
Cool.
done some Facebook Lives. We have new things coming, and let me tell you about what we got coming on. Let me open up a little bit more. As you notice, we've got the wall, the Golden Mojo Music wall here. We are starting the
some
Golden Image
t-shirts
podcast.
ordered.
And it's gonna be. We'll have stuff like this too. We'll have the live YouTube with these with
There you
all
go.
this stuff going on. But we've also. Oh, John says "Best Wet Dream."
Oh yeah, the song I.
Yep.
Oh, I forgot I wrote that.
Yeah, I have it. I have it somewhere. I need to get it over on the digital.
Okay.
But we are coming out soon with something called Golden Image Podcast, and it's not going to be completely about local original music, but it's going to be in there. We're also going to be going around with local, bars, local restaurants, local whatever's local for you guys that we can discuss. We can go see and discuss and have some interesting content when it comes to that. And that'll be right now. That's the Golden Clan. That'd be me, Gunner, Skylar, and we're trying to get Bobby on board. She's Brett Favre on me. She's waffling. But so as part of the podcasting stuff with this, we've also partnered with a podcast called Murd Nerds, which you've seen on the a couple different things we've done. Murd Nerds is about local unsolved murders in the northern Indiana. They've already started. They're going to be officially in the studio on Monday to record their first episode with me as their producer, and we're going to try to take them to the top. So we're getting into the podcasting scene. We're going to do some more lives. We're going to have some more fun with this. This has been amazing. I've enjoyed every minute of this so far.
Pretty cool.
We probably ought to think about wrapping it up. I have one more song that I want to play for you that I found. It's part of the new Spotify. Oh my God, Billy Bob's on. You need some comic relief? Yeah. No, we got plenty.
Billy Bob,
Billy Bob. You know Billy Bob?
with a name like that, it sounds funny.
Billy Bob,
Yep.
Billy Bob.
Yeah.
I give it a 10.
Yeah.
10.
Is that
That's Virgil's
Billy?
younger brother. Yeah, Curtis.
oh,
yeah.
different guy? Okay.
No,
I was
that's-
thinking it was Billy Beckerstaff or whatever.
No, Billy Bickerstaff. We were just with him. You were just with us.
Yeah.
We were just with him on New Year's. So I have this song, and I found the tracks, and they're the original tracks. I just went in and put them in the right order because they were done on the old system, so I had to go in and figure them all out. But it's all the original tracks, all the original vocals. But I found something special at the end, which I left in. It's very, very special. This is actually on the Spotify. You know what I'm talking about. So I want you guys to listen to this, and then we'll come back and I'll take some questions. And if you guys have any questions or any comments or whatever, but this is a song that we wrote. It's called Bruja.
Oh yeah.
You're my bud, yeah. You're my friend. We'll be together till the very end. You're tall with big cans. You feel good in my hands. I pop your top and you'll foam. You're mine on the way home. You many shapes and size. You look good in my thighs. You slide down and I'll dance. It's last call, honey. It's last chance. Bruja.
Blah 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 blah. You get out on the phone and yeah, you have to act so professional when you're trying to call and order stuff.
Sorry. we're watching the stream, listening to the song and the ending, and Gunner's like, we're over on the broadcast part of it. What you're listening to is the delayed part of it.
Oh,
Sorry,
okay.
gang.
Sorry about that.
Oh
That was
man,
just,
I got to turn the volume down on that. Anyway, so if you listen to the whole thing, so I found the original tracks for Gunner, for Bruja, and I reorganized them so they were all in order. And when I was doing it, I found this mystery track, and it's of Craig. So at the very end, that's Craig
Yeah, that's
talking. You can hear me go, I was just doing a mic check. I said, give me a mic check. And he's like, blah, 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 blah. But you must have been on the phone ordering something. Because it sounds like because he goes, you try to act professional, but like, and all you want to say is you want a guitar chord.
Yep.
Yeah. So I found it, and I thought that needs to
That-
be in there.
That
It has
was,
to be
that
on
was
there. so.
perfect in that. Yes. it
Yeah,
was.
I loved it.
Yep.
So
Very good.
At one point, Craig and I were riding together. I don't know what we were doing, but he'd have this thing where he'd roll down his window and somebody would be walking there, and he goes, "Yak."
Yep.
yeah, he all the time he's like, and now for a yak, and he goes, yak. It was just, it was just a little thing. And, I do that today, and the people don't see the humor in it. I don't know. I try it. I look at my wife all the time. I go, and now for a yak. And she goes, just stop. You just shut up. Just go away.
Let it be Craig's thing.
Go put some pants on. I hear this shit all the time.
The first time he came to college to stay up with me as a sophomore or whatever, he's like a sophomore also in high school, sophomore in college. And he came up there and he just drank way too much. And I lived in a special unit. And so, yeah.
Yeah.
It was a small unit.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, but I lived in the honors wing, and there wasn't many of us that were honorable. So I had extra ones next to me. And, yeah, that was Craig's thing. He goes, I took a girl back to your extra bedroom there. He goes, all I could do was, yeah. I said, what? He goes, yeah. I goes, I want to kill her. I went, yeah. He goes, I puked on her. She left.
Oh, geez.
Oh.
And so that's where
that's where the
comes
yak
from.
come from.
Yeah.
Oh
But,
my goodness. So,
Sorry.
anyways, it's on Spotify. The Gunner album's on Spotify, and there's a link in the chat that Skylar put up. Thank you, Skylar. Of course, the Brad Beatty album is actually there. Your Vessel. If you get a chance to go listen to that, that is also in there. We must be dragging a little bit, huh? The CPU a little bit dragging, or maybe it's my internet. Who knows? But we want to thank everybody. Brad would like to. He's got something he'd like to discuss here.
Yeah, I just wanted to I put a plug in for my brother-in-law Donnie. We never really got along all that much, but he was a cool guy and a good bass player too. We always just always appreciated him doing what he did, and that's all I can say. So.
Right on.
That's cool. Yep. He'd appreciate that.
You want to talk about your brother a little bit?
Nope.
Okay.
Craig went ahead and lived his life like he wanted to, and Harley rider and the best of everything he could get. And he enjoyed life.
He did.
And I'm sorry he died so young, but sometimes it happens, like your father also.
Very much so, yeah.
And so a lot of good people die young and just remember forever and move on.
It's true. I miss my brothers. I miss Donnie. I miss Craig. I miss
Yes.
them a lot.
Yeah.
This has really brought a lot more out for me doing this thing and knowing, that they're not here to enjoy it
Yeah.
with us.
Sure.
And, they're never forgotten. Never, ever forgotten.
No.
I'm grateful for all the good memories that I have with all of them. And
Yes.
let me tell you right now, all the good memories outweigh any of the bad.
Yeah.
We have so many good memories, so many dumbass things that we did together, and it wouldn't change them a bit. So,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure my wife through all that crap we did was. What did you say?
dumbass shit.
Yeah. Thank you.
I have videos of it.
It's all right. Yeah,
I
Brother
saw-
Bill's got videos of
If
that
anybody
stuff.
has a VCR tape, I have videos of a lot of stuff. It's incredible. But it might be, I don't know, the law might go ahead and arrest you for it, but
Oh.
it was pretty weird. But
Now they will arrest you for it.
but no,
Sometimes
great time, and you guys did a great job as far as your bands and the transition from rock to country back to rock and everything else you guys have done. Craig would be very proud, and pretty sure Donnie would also.
I think so.
Just the fact you're remembering their name and bring them back up. So that's great.
Never forgotten. Never forget my boys.
There you go.
Craig called me one time.
Wait, hold on. Hold that thought. Jason Harrell says the Stouters were the best neighbors.
Jason, you rock too. You're a cool kid.
Anyways, go ahead.
I forgot.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have stopped you.
No, it's okay. Let's see. I think I can get it back here. Nope.
Brad Hargrave says I enjoyed playing on stage with both of them and was lucky to as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got some. Like I said, there's some great writing memories. We
The
did a
cool
lot of
thing
good
is you
things
can go
together.
ahead and you can gather what they taught you and the things you guys did before and move on, and then from there,
Yeah.
do more, do better, and it's a learning process, and it's just great to have people that meant so much to you in your life, and you still remember them, and that's what I think is so cool. And thank you, Jeremy and Gutter and Brad. That's cool. Thank you.
The best thing that I can remember about Krager is that I remember I think it was just as we were putting Gunner back together, and we were sitting around in the basement shooting the shit and telling these stories. Telling the stories of what we did in Aztec, telling the stories of what we did in Shattered Image, and telling all these stories. And I remember Craig looked at me and said, "Those are some great memories." Now let's go make some new ones. And
Definitely,
that we
yes.
sure did.
Yep.
We definitely did.
I agree.
You know, he contacted me. I don't know, about 10 years ago, and he told me that he was a Christian now.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if you remember that, but we met at Hardee's, I think, or somewhere in Warsaw there, fast food joint, Wendy's, I think, but it doesn't matter. But you know, we had a good conversation about that, and well, that's all I have on that.
Right.
But it was pretty cool, and then I guess he just kind of went downhill from there again.
He went to New Life Church where he goes at in Warsaw and gave his testimony up in front of everybody twice during one day, and I saw one of them, and he was just saying, "I'm sorry for where my life is, and I'm going to make it better if I can."
Yeah,
And
that's what he told me. too.
sometimes people can't do that, and he said, "Go ahead and move on."
Well, he looked,
but he had a
looked
great
lot-
life,
He,
and,
he looked a lot better then than he did several times when I would go over there, and but good. We had a good band.
We had a great band. We had a great time. We had great experiences. And
That's what I'm thinking too.
yeah,
The
like I said, the good outweighed the bad.
the good, the bad, the ugly,
Oh, we had
and
and if you forget your keys, don't wait 45 minutes.
yes,
to
but
come back.
nope. It was a great time, and you guys were great friends, and that's what's really important about that. I mean, keep the memories alive. That's a big thing.
Remember all those good times
Yes,
that
it
make you
is.
smile.
Yes, it is.
Who took our pictures for Gunner? Was that Jess or was that your mom?
That was That would have been my mom.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm trying to
She
think.
took some good pictures.
Oh, she took some great pictures. I've got a box of them around here somewhere.
And then Jess did a good picture for me on my
Yep.
album.
Yes, she did.
A few of them there that are in the album.
Yeah.
And so
They turned out really good. I love that back one on the one on the back. I love that one. The moment I saw it, I said, I know where that one's going.
Well,
Yes.
this old man has to go back and go to bed in a little bit here and take his medicine.
Yes,
but
we are going to shut down.
I wanna-
Listen. We got about 20 people still on here. So
No way.
I just want to say thank you because we've been running 20 plus all night, and I want to thank everybody who tuned in. This went a lot longer than I anticipated, but I'm glad that you stuck around with us, and I hope you enjoyed some of these old stories, and I hope you guys can enjoy the new Spotify thing and. Go out there and download it or listen to it, whatever you want to do with it. It's your guys' now. It's out there to enjoy, and as you're driving around, heading to work or just heading to the movies, wherever you're doing, just bring it up on Spotify and listen to "Burning Down the Barn" or TGIF or maybe even a little 20 Years in the Backyard. Any of them,
or a little more.
or a little more.
That's
there's
where
some-
you played the drums.
That's where I played the. Yes,
I
that's
played
right.
the keyboard.
Yeah, I did. I drummed that song.
And you did a good job too.
But I thank you, my friends, for coming in and doing this with me tonight. I wouldn't have asked for any better group to be here with me tonight. You guys have been great, and I want to thank everybody who was out there.
Yeah.
So
Thank you so much, all you guys.
thank
Appreciate
you.
that.
So
Thank you.
we're gonna end. Let's play out with "Burn Down the Barn." Gunner, is that one on there? Did you make it? Did you make it happen? All right, we're gonna play out the "Burn Down the Barn." Hey, I'm Golden Jay. Listen, go look at Golden Image Podcast on their Facebook and like it and get ready because we're gonna be coming back with some more content. So we're looking forward to it. Thank you guys. Peace out. Love everybody. Thank you so
Have a
much.
good night, guys.
you.
Love you.
Jimmy was a married man, trying to do the best he can. A loving wife and 4 kids, who's not sure just what he did. He left the house on a moonlit night, had something to do with But by chance, he found a girl to dance. Now it's a quarter to heaven, half past hell. He sat alone at the end of the bar. He listened to the steel guitar. And then along came the girl, the one who would change his whole world. They left in a hurry. The rest was kind of blurry. Not by choice, but by chance, he found a girl to dance. Now it's a quarter to heaven, half past hell. When the deed was done, his cheating mind was on the run. And as he turned and walked away, he hasn't been seen to this day. Not by choice, but by chance, he found a girl to dance. Now it's a quarter to heaven, and half past hell. Not by choice, but by chance, he found a girl to dance. Now it's a quarter to heaven, and half past hell. 'Cause it's a cold